Hello, everybody. It is November 7th, 2022. I am Drew,
And I am Tara.
and this is MELLONfights, America's #1 sports and entertainment sibling podcast. Now, we got to say that right, Tara. It's America's #1 sports and entertainment sibling podcast. It's not America's #1 sibling sports and entertainment podcast. That would imply the siblings are the ones participating in the sports. I just want to clear that up with you.
I mean, we could be that too. We do ball, and we
don't
entertaining.
But we don't talk about that in the pod.
Well,
I don't think we're the #1 that at the moment.
All right.
Who is though? I don't think there's sibling sports. The Williams sisters, is that the end of it? The Amon Ra brothers?
The Antetokounmpo brothers.
The Antetokounmpo brothers. Maybe we are.
There's a lot. The Holiday brothers.
We talk about some of those people a lot. Yeah. So maybe we are. Maybe we are that.
Yeah.
If 15 listens means you're #1 at something, then yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If 15 people listen to you talk about siblings playing sports, are you the #1?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah, I'm starting to think we might not be, Tara, the #1 sports and entertainment sibling podcast. There might be another one out there. We just don't know about it, but it could be pounding us.
Well,
pounding us right up the rear.
Until somebody corrects us or shows us the stats, I'm going to stick with us being #1.
That's true. Stats.
I'm a stats girl. I'm an
stats
analytics.
Never lie. Stats lie a lot, though.
Yeah, they do.
People like stats never lie. I'm like, but they do lie. You know what doesn't lie, Tara? In sports? W's and L's, baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
That is the truth.
I mean, nobody ever buys the Titans, but they win a lot of games running the football with Derrick Henry. And then late in the game, they're like, let's not give Derrick Henry the ball. Let's try to have this terrible quarterback throw it.
No, he should not. Derrick Henry is so good. And I just feel like he doesn't get that tired. And
no, he gets less tired as the game goes on.
Just keep giving him the ball.
He could easily scored there at the end of that game.
Oh, yeah.
When they got the ball with like 2 minutes left. It's like, just run the ball with him. You're better off doing that than what they almost did, giving them the ball back and almost losing in regulation.
I know.
That's bad. That's bad coaching. Just give Derrick the ball. Worst case scenario, you go to overtime. Best case scenario, he wins you the game.
Exactly.
The other way was worst case scenario, you turn the ball over and lose in regulation, and that's what it seemed like was going to happen.
I know.
Football. Guess we're starting with football. We might as well. We're excellent.
Sure, why not?
We're excellent sports. We're the underdog. We're the #1 TikTok underdog pickers. We might be the best underdog pickers in the world.
We probably are, but I'm a little nervous for this week.
I haven't looked yet. I don't look until it's time. 4-2 now, Terry. You're 4-2. Is that right?
I don't know.
No,
I don't keep track.
No, we do keep track.
You do. I don't.
I said what you were.
I'm 4-2
for underdog picks. I've won 7 straight underdog picks.
Oh, 4-2 doesn't make sense though. Then
why?
Because
you were 3-2, and now I think you're 4-2.
But
I had a bonus one in there.
Oh, okay.
I had a bonus one in there.
Yeah.
And then one bonus one I didn't like, so I didn't put it up, so it doesn't count. I'm like, I don't believe in this. So I never put it up. I didn't put it out there. But as far as if you're following us if someone's following us on TikTok and they're just putting money down on our underdog bets, they're up. They're up this season.
You had some hate this week for your Chicago pick.
Clueless.
I know.
Because what happened? Who covered?
You did.
I thought the Bears were going to win outright.
I thought honestly, they were going to too.
I thought they were going to win that game outright. Fuck Miami. Miami's overrated.
People were so mad at you, like acting like
They weren't that
you're
bad. They
talking
weren't
out
that
your ass.
That's what sports is, Tara.
I
My
know.
favorite thing is they're like, they're always like, you watching season? I'm like, are you dickheads?
Right?
Are you? Especially when they're talking about Jacksonville.
Oh God.
Jacksonville fans wanted to. Can they admit now that Jacksonville is a pile of shit?
I mean, they did
Jacksonville's
win this
terrible.
week.
Trevor Lawrence, bust.
Bust.
And this is coming from people we think they call bust on people too early. He's a bust.
He's not.
He's a Herbert wannabe, and Herbert ain't even a winner.
No. They
Herbert ain't
couldn't
even a winner.
handle. They could not handle Justin Fields saying he didn't have it. He sucked, and not really talking too much about Trevor because he had Urban, but
Right.
Justin's been dealing with bullshit too,
Right.
and giving him the benefit of the doubt over Justin. It's just stupid because he looks like a freaking stud. He runs so well. It's crazy.
Listen, these are the same people that were out on Josh Allen after half a season. It's like,
Right.
shut the fuck up. And then people are like, some people are like, well, we got to say something. Like, yeah, say the right thing. Stop saying dumb shit.
Yeah.
Tara, we could be on these shows and be far more accurate. They should keep a tally of who says the dumbest shit
I know.
and who
they
gets
really
it wrong.
should.
How wrong people are. They're all wrong a lot. I'm not saying we're not wrong ever, but we're not wrong a ton. Are we?
I don't think so.
As far as like actual equality, we're like I'm still out. Herbert is over. Still might be super over. There's points where I'm like, oh, that's an amazing throw, but he may not be a winner.
I know.
Phillip Rivers style.
Yeah, I mean they did pull it out this week though.
Yeah,
which
they won a game.
I wasn't
They won
sure
a
if
game.
they were going to. I thought they were gonna Charger themselves.
Chargers. How about the Jets, man? This is a nice win by the Jets.
That was a real nice win. Josh Allen played like a turd sandwich.
Let's talk about yesterday's games. Let's first talk about our picks.
Yeah.
We already kind of were. I picked the Bears plus 4.5. They lost by, I think, 3. Is that right?
Yeah.
Bears lost by 3, so they cover. That's a cover, and they honestly, that's why I didn't give them a lock, because my locks usually mean you should probably bet the money line.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a full lock for me, but I felt really good about it. And the Bears were fun to watch, and Fields showed a lot of life. Like, he's going to be hard to defend. Again, all these guys are like, oh, they can't do it. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like,
Right.
they're such good athletes that once someone figures out, like, okay, this is your skill set, that's what we're going to use to try to win games. That's the problem. I think coaching's the most overrated thing out there.
Well,
not good ones.
yeah,
I guess
exactly.
a lot of coaches are really bad at their job.
Yes.
I guess that's more what it is.
I think that's what it is. I think because when you get good coaches like Andy Reid that are just consistent and good.
Like Vrabel for Tennessee, where it's like, this is what we are. This is how we're going to win. I'm not going to try to make Tannehill do a bunch of shit he can't do.
Yeah. But a lot of these coaches are just, I think they think they're better than they are. These like masterminds. And they really just stink.
Well, the real some guys can do it for a minute where it's like, oh, cool. And then they get figured out. Where, like I said, obviously Belichick has been extremely consistent. Vrabel's been consistent now. Tennessee's in it everywhere. Obviously, Reed's been doing it for over 2 decades.
Yep.
Other than that, I don't know.
Oh, Tomlinson.
Tomlin.
Jesus.
Tomlin's good, but he's been
consistent.
Consistent. They're not even that bad this year. They're bad, but they should be worse. They should be worse.
They're bad.
But then there's guys like Frank Reich who get fired because they need to. What about that move?
Get fired.
Not the firing, but making Saturday the interim. Normally, an interim coach comes from within the team.
Yeah,
it was such a weird move. I don't know. Did he have something to do with the team still?
I don't know.
That they could do. Like, was he on there? Like, was he somewhere there within the organization still?
I was very confused about it too because he's been, a media guy.
Right. So I feel like to be interim, you have to be like part of like on staff already.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Because otherwise they
Yeah.
have to go through the hiring process and actually interview people. Like those are part of the rules, the Rooney Rule and stuff like that. So he must be somehow part of the organization still.
I don't know. It was weird when I saw that that's who got it. I'm like, I don't understand anything about it.
I mean, he's a good football player and he's a good football
Yeah.
mind as far as when he's talking about it. He's not one of those guys where I'm like, God, this idiot. It's usually like, it's pretty good.
Sure. But like, does he have any coaching experience?
Nah, he's the interim.
He's the interim.
Listen, Tara, who cares if they have coaching? He knows football better than probably most coaches.
Right.
That's the thing is half these guys don't know shit about shit coaching experience. Like he doesn't know how to lead a bunch of football players. They'll probably respect the shit out of him. He's a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, it'll be fun for them.
It'll be interesting to see him on the sideline.
I know.
Weird. Like super weird. Picking my nose on screen.
I just saw that picking your nose could be
Dementia.
Yes.
I saw that. And it had something to do with
bacteria.
Yeah, because you like the bacteria that's in there, like the scar tissue makes it so like you don't grow like maybe the nose hair or something.
Yeah,
and like bacteria can get in easier. Yeah.
So. I was telling Mom that because she's like, I'm a nose picker too.
Mm-hmm,
we're all screwed.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like very common.
Yeah.
They're just saying it could lead to it. It was pretty, I saw it too. I was like, all right, whatever.
I started reading it and I was like, okay, can't anymore.
And then you picked obviously Seattle. I cannot believe Seattle was an underdog in that game. It made
no sense.
No sense. Obviously, the Bears one made sense that they were the underdogs in that game. Miami has been winning. But Seattle, there's no way they should have been an underdog. There's just no way.
I was feeling that Cliff Kingsbury could be on the hot seat for mid-season firing.
He could be next.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they don't have a Jeff Saturday waiting in the wings.
Maybe they should bring in Larry Fitzgerald.
They could bring in like a Kurt Warner.
Oh.
Sort of
thing.
Well,
Fitzgerald, has he even like technically retired?
That I don't know.
So then he could become interim if he's still part of the team.
So yeah, Seattle looked good. Geno looked good. They had a moment where it's like, oh, this could go bad.
Yeah.
And then Geno's like, nah, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, oh, I heard people talk and they're like, I love to go, that's my impression of people saying dumb shit. Basically they were like, people were like, oh, I started getting in my head like, oh, there comes Geno Smith. I'm like, everyone throws picks all the time. Like every quarterback throws picks. Just because one guy throws a pick six. Just because one guy throws a pick six, shut up. Like until he does it a bunch of games in a row and they lose, then say, but no, he came back, he won. Yeah. Cardinals are terrible.
They're bad.
Yeah, he's probably out of there. Other than that, I don't know. There's probably one or two other people that probably could be gone this year. A lot of guys are new, a couple years in only. We'll see. McCarthy ain't going nowhere. They're winning.
I think that Josh McDaniel, the Raiders fucking suck.
Yeah, it's his first year, though.
I know, but they're so bad.
Yeah,
so bad.
I don't see it happening. After 1 year.
I don't either, but they are bad.
I don't know why he got another head coach job. When he went to Denver, they won his first season, and then after that, it was a shit show.
Mm-hmm.
Total shit show. But he went back to Bill and was successful again because of Bill. Let's be honest. Yeah. All of his assistants are successful because of him. When they leave, they're not good. Yeah, I mean, what's his name comes back and he's good again as their offensive coordinator. Kinda, they're actually pretty bad offensively.
Matt Patricia. Well, he's also a defensive guy, which is weird.
Listen, I didn't say the Bill. Bill's probably thinks it's fun. He's like, fuck it. What do I care? I got 6 Super Bowls already.
Yeah.
Let's just see what happens. Let's see what we can do. Do you have any big takeaways from other than those games we picked?
Let's see. I wrote Tom Brady this week. And
Yeah, you wrote that to me in a text and it read weird and I didn't like it.
But he really did. He found a way to finally do that last stitch effort for a win, and they won. And I have such mixed emotions about Tom Brady because I know his personal life is like totally screwy right now, and it really showed how much it messed with him. And then I started thinking, well, maybe he went to Mr. Kraft's wedding to just like get freaky at a wedding since he was going through a divorce, and he just needed that time away from the team.
Wait,
And
what's the mixed feelings though?
because I was not happy with him earlier,
Why?
because I felt that he was being kind of douchey and missing and not going to like walkthroughs, and
He
it
was.
just and it was real douchey. And then I'm like, well, maybe he just
It's still douchey,
needed to.
regardless of what he needs. It's still douchey.
Yeah,
We still have responsibilities as people.
definitely.
It's a
But then
bad thing that this new generation is bullshit. Like they think they can just do whatever they want,
yes,
and there's
I
no
agree.
repercussions for it. It's like, yeah, of course, we should have more. Like our lives we shouldn't be controlled by our jobs and things of that nature. Sometimes you got to fucking do something.
Yeah,
You got to do a job that you don't want to do if you want to move ahead. You can't just like expect. I don't want to do anything I don't want to do, but then get everything still. There's
sure,
still
but
like
that's
there's
not
still a trade. There's still a trade.
agree 100%. But that's definitely not the same thing as the Tom Brady thing.
No, it is.
No, it's not.
No, yeah, it is. That's what
No,
made me
it's
think of it.
not.
What are you talking about?
He
How's it
This
not?
is like the first time he's ever really done anything like that. And his whole personal life was like total shit show. And now he's back on track and he's
Who
putting the
said he was?
team
I didn't say he
first.
wasn't.
I said that a couple weeks ago, I said that he was like being douchey, and
He was. You're not wrong.
I know, but now I'm like giving him a little bit more of a pass.
I
And
just
he's back. He's
I don't know
back, is what I'm
why
saying.
he's fine. His team sucks.
His team sucks. When that guy, Scotty something, he literally dropped it in the end zone. It hit him right in the chest.
They should have traded for Hawkinson. They needed a tight end that they could run some stuff through
Yeah.
because Gronk was their whole offense. Everything ran through Gronk.
Yeah.
I mean, not only was he a great catcher, he was an amazing blocker. They suck. They're such a
They're
bad
not
team.
good.
Tom did not want to be there. That's the thing. Tara, what's that?
It's the phone.
Who has a house phone? Fucking old people. Jesus criminy.
They want to get rid of it, but I don't want them to.
Why?
Because I feel like they need to have a house phone.
Why?
Because
Why?
I just feel that way.
Say why.
Because
Don't just say you feel that way. Say why.
Because I want them to keep 835, our phone number.
Why?
Because it's ours. And then I
So?
also think that it's good to have one for emergencies.
Why the rest of the world doesn't?
They should, if they have a house.
Why is it different than an apartment?
I don't know, Drew. It's just how I feel.
Your logic blows currently.
Well, I just think...
Give me a reason. You can't just say because.
I just told you I want them
Bad
to keep
take.
our phone number from when we grew up because it's ours. And I want them
Transfer
to have
to a
it
cell
in
phone.
case... I want them to
Transfer to
have
a
it
cell
in
phone.
case of an emergency.
Stop.
And
That I will not accept. Your cell phone works better than the landline. That's not true.
Those are my reasons.
I don't like it.
Well, that's
They
you.
should get rid of it. Huh? I don't know why you can't. Well, I don't know why you're getting all sad about it.
I'm not. I'm just saying that that's my beliefs, and you don't have to have them.
They want to get rid of it.
I know, and I told them not to.
All right. What else you got for me?
I said, fuck Joe Mixon and his 5 TDs. He's still a dirtbag.
Yeah, fuck Tyreek Hill and his 140 yards and a touchdown. And his 1,000 yards in 9 games or whatever it is, 8 games.
Yep, he's
Fuck them
still a
both.
dirtbag. Yep.
Guess what? Oh, we're talented. So guess what? Everyone's going to forget about us being pieces of shit. They're both pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not a single play that they do where me or Miranda don't go, fuck those guys.
Yep.
Fuck them both.
Same.
I'm tired of hearing about them.
I know. And then they
I'm
just
tired of hearing about
interview them like nothing ever happened and that they're not total dirtbags. And I hate it.
Trash. They're both
yeah.
trash.
Trash.
Listen, they can go on living their lives and playing football. I don't care.
Yeah.
And even making their money playing football. But I don't want to hear about them.
No.
And I don't want to hear about how they're great.
Yes.
Because they're cunts.
Big old ones.
They're cunts. Pardon my C words. This isn't a show for kids. So if your kids are listening, tell them to get used to it.
Oh, God.
7 and up. 7 and up. I think 7 and up is okay to listen to us.
Oh, you think 7-year-olds are okay with the C word?
They don't know what it means.
Then they're going to start using it.
That's fine. It's fake anyway. It needs to go away anyway. As like something people care about. The C word. Listen, each generation cares about the C word less and less.
When it's used in a vulgar, derogatory way, I don't like it.
I just did it, and you didn't care.
No,
you mean towards women?
Okay.
Yeah. You mean towards women?
Like if someone were to call me that and like mean it.
What if you're being a little cunty?
I don't want to hear it.
What if you're being that though? Can you pretend like you haven't been a little cunty in your life?
I don't think I have.
Oh, stop it. That's a lie. That is a fucking lie.
You've never been.
Okay. I'll buy it.
I've been bitchy.
Nah, so you've been next level. You've upped that ante, I'm sure.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I do.
I'm a pretty sweet gal.
Stop. No one here's buying your bullshit.
If you feel like I've ever been that way to you,
Tara, I've thought.
Let us know at not you. Let us know at MELLONfights@gmail.com.
Yeah, reach out.
Let me know if I've ever been
a little cunty to you.
Yeah, let me know.
I think she probably has.
I don't.
I think she probably has. Well, do you want to move on to week? We didn't. That's enough. Week 9. Let's move on to week 10 and give our MELLONfights underdog picks of the week. Drew 7 in a row. Tara 4 and 2-ish. We don't know. I'll figure it out later. I don't remember what I put on this week's video. Though if I'm truthful, and I also put our first week we did, and then my bonus pick, I must
be 4 and 3 then. If you only have one,
I'm 8 and 2.
Oh,
I'm 8 and 2.
Okay.
I'm 8 and 2 if you include our first week where I picked 2, and they split, and then I picked a bonus 1 week once we started going underdogs, 7-0 baby, 7-0.
You got skills.
MELLONfights underdog of the week. I'm first this week.
Okay.
I'm first this week.
Ugh.
Indeed. There's a couple that are real tempting that I'm surprised by, but I don't want them to get trapped by them. But my underdog pick of the week for week 10 is going to be, I'm vamping because I'm reading them all, Tara.
Mm-hmm.
You already have yours picked out?
I don't know, Drew.
If you already have yours picked out, you can go because I'm trying to decide.
I struggle because I don't want to pick the same dog every week, you know?
Unless they're playing Jacksonville.
Right, but they're not.
No, not this week. Not this week.
So I guess okay. This is going to bite me in the a-hole. But I'm picking the Indianapolis Colts plus 6.5 against the Raiders.
Tough, Tara.
I know, but
why is that your pick?
All of them.
Why is that your pick?
Because
they don't have a coach.
They don't have a coach. Jeff
Saturday.
They don't have
Jonathan Taylor probably again. That's a tough pick.
But the Raiders.
Can I talk you out of it?
I don't know.
Can I talk you out of it?
Maybe because I don't like it. The only thing is the Raiders are so bad too.
Yeah.
But the problem with them is they blow leads, and I don't know if the Colts can come back. So I might have to switch it.
Well, let me go then.
Okay,
My
you go.
underdog pick of the week. I don't like this. I don't like this pick. I got a lot of reasons for it. But it's the Green Bay Packers at home +5 against the Dallas Cowboys. I don't like Dallas in Green Bay.
No.
It never goes well. Green Bay needs to win this game. Dallas is coming off a bye. I'm a little worried about this pick. I can't lie.
I don't like it at all.
I'm a little worried about this pick. Is it a lock? Yeah, it's a fucking lock. The Cowboys do not win in Green Bay. They don't. Something fucked up will happen. It's always what happens.
Des Bryant.
And then like Dallas really isn't back. Dallas is in here. Green Bay +5. I mean, I guess they can still win.
Yeah.
Green Bay +5. That's my pick of the week. Is Green Bay +5 at home. It's always a weird game with Dallas.
I don't
like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it because it's going to happen. It's not that I don't like it because I'm worried about it. I don't like it because I don't like that it's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen.
You don't think they cover? I'm not saying they win, Tara. I'm saying they cover. +5.
No,
it's a pretty big spread.
I think they're going to beat them
at
home.
Least
5. They're going to beat them by at least 5.
Okay.
I think that I think the Cowboys.
Who's 7-0?
You are, but
I'm 7-0.
You're not winning this week because
I heard a lot of Tara. Someone sounds like the haters on the internet.
No,
Tara sounds a lot like people that are like, what about the Jaguars?
No, this is why.
I hope you like being 6-1 because that Miami team fire as fuck. They almost lost that game to the Bears. And guess what? The Cowboys might lose to Green Bay, but for sure Green Bay's covering +5.
Green Bay is so bad.
They still have Aaron Rodgers. And guess what he likes to do? Fuck up the fucking Cowboys. You know who who owns besides the Bears? The Cowboys.
I think their defense is way too good, and then the Packers' defense is terrible. And I'm sorry, you're not going to win this one, I don't think.
Okay, well, I would never do that to your pick. Oh, wait, I did. I shut your pick down and told you to change it. I did. That's exactly what I did to your pick.
And I hate it, but the thing is, you locked your pick in. I hated my pick.
I didn't lock it in, I said it's a lock.
Oh.
What don't you get about the lock and locking it in? When I said to you that one time you locking it in, I meant, is that your final answer? Because you were wavering. When I say a lock, I mean it's a lock. I'm not saying this is a lock.
Oh, you're saying you're locking it in.
I was kidding that I was kidding that it was a lock, but I don't think it's a lock. I didn't lock it in, but it's locked in because I don't change it. It's what it is.
So do I have to keep mine then?
You do whatever you want. I don't care who you pick. I just know that your pick is rough.
I know. I hated it when I said it. Sometimes they just don't know what to do.
I mean, I believe you're not jumping off of this Minnesota +7.5. That team's got one loss, and they're a touchdown. They're a touchdown underdog. I can't talk. What?
Oh,
where's their receiver? I know Buffalo's good. They're coming off a loss, but it's a pretty big spread.
That is a big spread. Should I pick that one?
It's up to you. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're not all over Seattle at Tampa.
Well, that's what I was going to do.
I'm surprised you're not all over.
I picked them last week, though, so I didn't want to do it twice. Okay.
I'm surprised you're not all over Pittsburgh at home +2.5. These are just ones I would have picked instead of the Colts.
I know, Drew. I don't know why.
Washington at Philly +11. I actually don't hate either. I think that game's going to be close.
I think it'll be closer than 11. That's
a big spread.
That's a huge spread. Okay. Are you going to let me change it?
I told you to change. I'm making you change it. I hate your pick.
Okay. I'm gonna change it to the where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Do whatever you want. I don't want you
I'm just
blaming
trying
me
to.
for
I
knocking you
know.
off the Indy.
I know. I know. I'm gonna change it to the Minnesota Vikings plus 7.5 against the Buffalo Bills. I
Wow.
don't know
I
if you
actually like Indy better. Buffalo's good.
Nope. I'm
Buffalo's
sticking
good.
I'm sticking with it because this is what I believe. I
Yeah,
think that I don't know if any of Kirk Cousins' teams have ever liked him, but for some reason, like his current team is really embracing him and
sure.
kind of like he's a big nerd, but then they dress him up in chains and like make him do the gritty and all sorts of things. So his team is behind him. So I think
Yeah.
that um I don't know. I think that they'll give the Bills a run for their money and maybe win.
There you go.
And then
There you go.
Diggs will be like, "Oh shoot, I should have
Is,
stayed with Kirk."
is that a lock?
Oh, that's a lock.
One more.
Lock that in. Lock it.
All right. Moving on. Moving on from football. Moving on from football. We're over halfway through the season now. It's a bummer.
I know.
But moving on from football.
Oh, one other
Uh
thing, Red Zone
oh
is
god.
lame when they only have 2 afternoon games. So
Well, it's not their fault.
the schedulers need to like figure that shit out and
Hey, they don't have six
understand
teams
that's
on bye.
right. And then if they do, you have to understand that people watch football through Red Zone and having 2 games.
Sucks. Because then you got
Yes,
to watch two terrible. Those both games were terrible.
I know.
They sucked.
And then
Split it up half and half.
we couldn't even finish watching the one.
Oh, I hate that. I hate it. Listen, when when you have a Thursday game, a Sunday night game, and a Monday game, and then you have 6 teams on bye, poof. It makes Sunday a lot less fun.
Way less fun.
A lot less. Quit it. Stop it. Stop.
Exactly. Schedule it better.
You're ruining our lives. You're ruining our Sundays. Fuck Monday Night Football.
Waiting all week for Sunday night.
So let's move on to some entertainment of sports and entertainment. Unless you got something more sports. Do you have anything planned for the day? Here's what I'm gonna say, Tara. We got 0 emails.
Oh God, that means we
So
have
we got
time
to come up with our own.
chat,
We got to come
chat,
up with our
chat, chat,
own
chat,
shit for the
chat.
next hour.
Chatty
We
chat.
might not go in a whole nother hour. We got to talk about our own. Come up with our own shit, our own lists.
Oh yeah, we don't have to go for a whole nother hour.
Tara, we'll go as long as I say.
Okay.
What do you got for us? Wait, did Mario give us anything we should have come up with a list of? I thought there was something that we forgot. What do you got for me though? Here's what I went and saw Wicked.
I heard.
I saw Wicked. Can I tell you?
I'm already mad at you.
It's for kids.
It
feels
is-
like it's for kids. Yeah, it's for kids. It's pretty kiddie.
It's
The funny,
awesome.
because here's the thing: is the second act is where a lot of the reveals are, but the second act music sucks.
No, it's good.
Yes, it's like so sleepy. It's like here's just one person on stage or 2 people on stage singing to each other, and it's so sleepy. I find that a lot in second act. So it's like they run out of their ideas. It's like how many? I'm not gonna come up with another number here where I gotta have 100 people dancing around. They get lazy in the second half. Fact.
I loved the second half of it. I thought it was awesome. It made me like those songs even more because I listened to the um I listened to the soundtrack for probably, I don't know, 15 years before I ever saw Wicked, and I would
Really.
agree that the first half of the soundtrack awesome.
I'm not talking about soundtrack. I don't even mind the music. The music was
You
good.
just said that the music
I don't mind
sleepy.
The second half for sure.
Yes.
The songs are way less fun.
Right. So when you're like,
But I'm talking about the play in general is sleepy in the second half.
No. It was so good. So much was happening. there was
I
fewer
was I
people
was saying
involved because they
I
weren't
was
at
saying,
school anymore.
huh?
There were fewer people involved because they weren't at the school anymore.
Okay, so get other people around. What are you talking about? There's plenty of spots there could have been more people around. Like it was all like, oh, we're all alone. Like put one of those in the first act. Those like where the people are alone. I don't know. I said it on actually on the way. I find maybe it might. I don't know if it was halfway. I don't know if it was at the intermission, but or maybe it was after. But I was like, I find that musicals in general, like when I watched Hamilton, I felt this way as well, and I felt
Yeah.
this way a little bit about when I saw the Phantom of the Opera, and honestly, The Lion King, where it always starts out real big and then it kind of slows down in the second half. Usually, this after intermission is usually not as good, and it's almost like they run out of steam. Or if I want to go to see like a Shakespeare show, it starts out kind of slow, and you're like, "What the fuck's going on? I don't know what the fuck's happening." And by the end, you're like, "Holy shit!" Like it builds, and everyone starts to come together and collide at the end. Like everyone's in the same room all at the same time. Where I find where Broadway plays a lot of times the other way, it's where like there's less and less people on stage and becomes a lot less. It's like this doesn't even need to be a fucking Broadway show at this point. Where I feel like the Shakespeare stuff, he is the master. To be fair, to like compare people's writing to his, but it always starts out with like it's kind of like one or two people are on stage at a time, then slowly they all start to run into each other by the end. It seems like obviously Romeo and Juliet, it's just the two of them there at the end, but still,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen very much Shakespeare, so I can't really say too much about
Mm.
it. But I'm a big fan of musicals, so I don't know. I
You
think
can
you're
be.
crazy. I Wicked is so good. The music is awesome.
It ain't for
It
me.
also depends on like how the singers are because
They were fine.
they were so phenomenal on Broadway that I was like crying at
Listen, I don't. The two chicks that were in ours were fine.
yeah.
Nothing to write home about. They weren't Kristen Chenoweth and Adina Menzel. Adina Menzel, is that her name?
Yeah.
It wasn't them for sure. It's though the
Sure.
chick playing the one playing Glinda,
Yeah.
uh, did have. It almost felt like she was doing a Kristen Chenoweth impression.
Mm,
It was weird. But then at the end of the show, she talked and she kind of sounded like her. So I'm like, well, maybe that's just who she is, and that's how they cast it. They wanted it to
sure.
be like that, which is kind of whack. Like let someone, make it their own. That's what acting's supposed to be. That's why every Joker's kind of cool because they're all so different. But this felt very like it
Yeah.
kind of felt like heist. Miranda said it was like her least favorite by far, like performers.
Sure.
And it kind of almost felt like I don't know, I don't want to say high schoolers, but maybe like a college, like a really good, like a really nice college production as far as the
Sure.
scene went. There was a couple moments like, oh, that was a really good note. I thought the chick, the woman that played chick, who am I? I thought the girl that played, I don't know
Elphaba.
her name, Elphaba had some moments where I was like, oh, that was really
Mm-hmm.
good. Other than that, I was like, yeah, you're all okay. Um,
Yeah, because I mean, there really is a difference from like the traveling companies versus who's on the Broadway stage. Because I've seen quite a few shows in Chicago and thought that, there were a couple standout people, but uh, when I saw it on Broadway, it was
sure.
insane. Everybody was just the best of the best. Acting too
Yeah.
wise, like just really great acting.
Broadway. Yeah, I think musicals are fine. I don't love them. It's not even the musical part. The musical part's not my problem with it. That's the problem. Is I think the music's good usually. It's a lot of the Hamilton wasn't this. I thought Hamilton was really good dialogue throughout it. Like when I didn't see it live, I just saw this Disney thing. But
Right.
dialogue wise, I thought it was excellent. I thought the dialogue in this was stupid at parts. So I was like, that's the line you had for like that important moment. I think that was my issue with it. It felt really like childish dialogue at moments.
Well, I mean, it's
The
from
music
a
was
book.
yeah, but not word for word.
Sure, but it is more of like Wizard of Ozzy type.
I know, but Wizard of Oz has awesome dialogue in it. I thought there were some lines like that is like someone dumbass wrote that. I thought there's some lines I thought were rough. That's all I'm saying. Wizard of Oz is 1,000 times better than that, by the way. It's like the best. Wizard of Oz is amazing.
Wicked's amazing too.
It's not as good as Wizard of Oz.
You're such a hater sometimes.
No, I'm not. I can think something. Wizard of Oz is like an all-time classic movie. And people really like Wicked, but Wizard of Oz is better. It just is. It's like awesome. It's a masterpiece.
Especially when you play Dark Side of the Moon with it.
Also fun. Also fun. But yeah, I don't like people should see it. It's fun. It's fun to watch. Like I enjoyed myself. It's not like I didn't like it. It wasn't The Lion King, which was garbage.
No.
But it wasn't a far jump from it.
Yes, it is.
No, I agree. There was parts of it I was like, wow, this is really cool. When the end of the first act, when she goes like becomes
Defying
like
Gravity.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's I don't know that not even the song, just like the visuals of her with all the lights is like.
Did she fly?
And stuff.
Yeah.
She flies at the end, and it's like there's like prisms and stuff, and the lights on her make it look wild.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting because none of this, they don't really use any of this names and stuff from. There must be some sort of copyright because they don't like use any, like they don't say any of their names or anything like that. They even make jokes about it. They don't call it the Yellow Brick Road or anything like that.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? They don't say, like, they even make a joke at one point and call him Dodo instead of Toto. They don't say Dorothy's name. It's not like it's the Cowardly Lion or the Tin Man.
Right.
So I bet there was, my guess is there's some sort of copyright where they couldn't use it, is my guess. Otherwise, I think they probably would have used like some of the names, is my guess. I was wondering about it during the show. Broadway, the musical. Broadway, the musical? Would you see it? I'm sure there's
yeah.
Broadway, the musical?
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's about this Broadway in Chicago in Boys Town.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
What part of it? What little run? Where we used to live? Between Belmont and Diversey, that area?
Yeah. Or
we didn't really, that's kind of where we hung out.
I know that it's about our life. It's about our life when we lived there.
Broadway, the music. It's only about the first time.
Yeah.
We didn't do a ton on Broadway, you know.
We didn't. But
what did I do on Broadway?
I went to
coffee shop a lot.
Coffee shop.
Intelligentsia.
Yep. Argo Tea. We went to Wild anytime Mom or Dad came in town.
Gianizio Belrizio.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what it's really called.
Nope.
Nancy's Pizza.
Nancy's. Crisp. We ate a bunch on that street.
Yeah. Yeah. Reckless Records was there, and then it moved to a different place there, and then became Reckless Records again.
Yep.
And now it's moved again. It's a weird area over there.
I know.
It's changed a lot over the years. Nobody listening gives a shit about that. Tara, did you bring anything to us this week? I just want to tell you about Wicked. It's always good to go see a live show, and I thought there was stuff about it that was good, and I thought, but as a whole, it wasn't my favorite thing I've ever seen live. I've seen a lot of things live in my life, so it doesn't crack the top 10. I don't need to see it more than that. That was Miranda's 5th time seeing it. I think she said her boss has seen it 14 times.
I don't need to see it that many times, but I would definitely see it again on that's fine. Broadway.
You can.
It would.
Yeah, I'd rather see it on Broadway.
It would crack my top. I mean, it might be my number one. I loved it. Rent. That's another one I loved.
Yeah.
I think that was my first musical I saw.
Musicals they're hit or miss for me, like I said. There's a lot of cheese factor to them. I was in a musical once, and I was wondering when her sister came out and she was in a wheelchair.
Oh.
I was like, I wonder if this is a person that's actually is able-bodied, or I don't even know what the term is anymore.
Yeah.
She was.
Yeah.
I was like, it's inappropriate, like me.
Right.
But they couldn't have cast somebody, because she had to be able to walk. You could easily change that part of it, in my opinion. Was that important? Why was she in a wheelchair?
I don't remember. They talked about it in the beginning.
Oh, it's because she drank her dad made her mom drank shit. So she wouldn't turn green.
Yeah, that's right.
Also, it was very like heavy-handed it was a lot of heavy-handed shit.
Sure.
Like the wizard being her dad, basically.
Let's not spoiler alert anything.
It's obvious.
Well, that was like the second it started, but
the second he says something, like they don't show him, and then the second you meet him, it's like, oh duh. But he basically calls her daughter.
Yeah.
The first 5 seconds of meeting her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care if we spoil it.
I do.
Why? Who's listening to it?
But nobody spoiled it for me, so I'm not spoiling it. Because, like I said, I listened to it for 15 years. No one spoiled anything for me. And then when I saw it, I was like,
the music what was going on?
No.
All right. Well.
Okay.
What do you bring me? What do you got for me? Since we didn't have a movie to watch, which, Tara, you have seen Rudy?
No.
I want you to watch. It's football season. I want you to watch Rudy.
Rudy.
Theo. I thought you hadn't seen it. It's football season. I want to talk like a football movie, and Rudy is like the ultimate.
Okay.
I think you'll dig it. It's stupid, but it's great. It's like a feel good goodie.
All right. I got it on my list.
So Rudy, next week, guys, if you want to talk Rudy with us, email us about Rudy, whatever. Watch Rudy this week. I don't know if it's on anything. Let me check for everybody real quick. While you do that, you can go ahead and do whatever you're doing.
Well, I brought a couple entertainment things to the table.
Okay.
One is sad.
Okay.
One is a show that I've been watching. Which one do you want to delve into?
Whatever you want. It's on Pluto TV for free currently, which you got to watch with commercials. Or you can rent it from Amazon for $3. That's the only thing I'm seeing here currently.
Okay.
So, there you go. Rudy.
So I've been watching this. As everyone...
Wait. Hold on. I would say, Tara, if you're going to watch Rudy, it's okay to watch it with commercials. Because for my whole life, I've only seen Rudy with commercials.
All right.
It's one of those things that was just... I've only seen it, I think, on TV. On like TBS or TNT or something, or USA, whatever it was, ESPN.
All right.
I think I've only seen it with commercials. I don't know if I've ever seen it without a commercial. Maybe on HBO here and there, it'd be thrown on. Something like that. But if you watch it with Pluto TV, it's not that bad. It'll kind of make it feel like a Saturday or Sunday in the fall. Like when I was a kid, good, like getting the Sunday scaries as a kid.
Yeah.
Watching Rudy, so I didn't care. All right, sorry. Go ahead now.
I've been watching this show on Netflix called Drink Master.
Drink Master. They make cocktails, I imagine?
Yes.
Okay.
So, now that I've
Tara.
What?
Tara.
What?
It's almost dark out.
I know. It's terrible.
Oh, it sucks. It's 4:46 and it's almost dark out.
And this morning when I got up at 7, it was bright, super bright outside.
Grievance is coming right now. Grievance, daylight savings, daylight winter. Winter! Stop it, guys. Stop it. Stop saying winter's good. It's garbage.
It is.
I get so sad when like each winter thing starts to happen. I get sad. When people are like, oh, I like it cold. Like, you're fucking stupid.
So stupid.
Winter is the worst. Winter's when people get depressed and want to kill themselves. Like, literally.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a real thing. Stop acting like it's a good thing.
It's not. It's a blues. It's bluesy.
Guess who doesn't get depressed in the summer? Pretty much everyone.
Everyone's happy.
Like, oh, I'm going to go outside shorts on.
I can wear shorts. Woo!
And the air's flipping up my butt crack. And like,
oh, I get to go in
I can be outside all day.
Yeah.
Idiots. Winter sucks. Sorry to interrupt again, but I just looked up as you were talking and it was like, it's getting dark.
I know. It's
Drink
sad.
Masters. Tara's watching Drink Masters because she's a bartender. She's trying to get ideas. Is my guess.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, let's watch this." Oh my gosh. It is crazy.
The
Everybody
drinks they make?
the drinks in it are crazy. They are way too complicated for a novice like myself to do. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just at first I'm like, this is lame. These people are so lame. And I'm like, no, this is their art. And they like get super into it and really study how things taste and
Absolutely.
making sure that, oh, like first you want to have the experience of smell. You smell it first and then you taste it, and everything kind of goes together for this awesome experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that is fun. I like it. And it's like some of these drinks they're making are so wild that, and I want to try all of them.
You can't give us anything? Like, give us one. Like, what are we talking
Like
about?
this, so they have different challenges, right? And one of the challenges was make a margarita, but I don't want it to be your typical margarita, but it has to at least be like when I drink this, I have to know that it is still a margarita. And one guy made a margarita and he thinks of like chips and salsa. So he put on this salsa foam on top of it, and people were
Mm-hmm.
just saying how delicious it was. And then they made desserts where they had to make a dessert cocktail, and they I just it was crazy. They had to put like make caviar and do like science experiments pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alexa, turn on Jazz Daddy. Alexa, turn on Jazz Daddy. It's getting dark in here. There we go.
There
I
we
need some
go.
light. Yeah, my light is called Jazz Daddy. So when I'm listening to jazz music, I can pop it on.
Oh,
I'm cool.
good.
Yeah, Tara, drinks are cool. Sorry, you were saying
Yeah,
my
Tara,
brain.
drinks are
I was
cool.
trying to think. I got distracted by the light.
And they just have different glasses and ways to drink it. And it makes me want to go to like a fancy little spot, but then I also know that one cocktail is going to
twenty
cost a
bucks.
million dollars.
We're gonna go
So,
to this place. We should go. I want to go to the Six. Six. It's called the Sixth.
I don't
It's
know.
not too far from here. I like cocktail bars, all right. They're but I've never been to one like that. Like I've been to one that are pretty snazzy, but nothing where it's like wild. I feel like, but yeah, those drinks cost. Usually the ones I go to, it's like 14, 15 bucks for a cocktail, which is like fucking insane.
Right.
But
And because the only one that I've ever been to that's more in that vein where it has like drink perfumes and stuff like that was the Aviator,
you're
which is
right.
in West
Yeah, I
Loop.
do want to
And
try that.
they have like the real out there ideas. And when I went, one of the people I was with got a Manhattan, and it came in a pillow, and then
Ooh,
they cut it was a plastic pillow, and they cut it open and then pushed it down, and like the essences came out, and like it was a scent that was in there, and then they drank the drink with like the essence.
nice.
It's just
That's
just
fun.
it is
That's not. I
fun.
mean,
Like stuff
I
like
try
that
to do
is
stuff like that.
right. I wouldn't That's not something you want to do all the time, but just for the
Right.
experience.
Well, that's why I want to do a linea sometime. I think we'll do that next year, Miranda and I.
Yeah.
A linea, just like, why not one time spend a bunch of money on one meal and like
Right.
remember like how crazy it was.
Yeah.
So I was trying to look at the menu for Violet Hour. I feel like Violet Hour is kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, uh, wait, was there more to that? Was there anything that was that leading to something though, other than you just saying you liked the show? It doesn't have to.
Oh,
I didn't know.
no, like
It's just something you
it just
recommend people watch,
I think
or you
people
just
should
think
watch
that
it.
cocktails are fun.
I do
I like a good
That's the
cocktail.
thing. I think cocktails are really fun.
Oh, now you're into
Um
cocktails.
I No, I just want to make them. I don't want to drink them.
I know
Um
it. Oh, okay. I want to drink them.
I Um,
I want to drink them. Well, speaking, I'm just gonna piggyback off of that.
yeah,
We saw a trailer yesterday for. Can I move on? Is it all
yeah,
right?
definitely.
I didn't know if you had something else to say. That's why I was
No,
asking because I want the Big Brunch is a new show that HBO makes. Here's the thing: HBO makes the best reality shows. Like the production is awesome, and they have a new one coming out called The Big Brunch, and it's only people making brunch. And Dan Levy hosts it, and it
really.
looks like it's going to be real good. It looks like it's going to be very charming, and they just do like fancy brunches, meals, and it all looked very delicious.
I will
It looked
definitely
very good,
watch
and
that.
Dan Levy looked like he was going to be a really great host.
I bet. I'm
Um,
excited.
so that's coming. Like I want to say this Thursday,
Oh,
November 10th. Is that Thursday? Yeah,
it's
Thursday.
Thursday.
HBO Max. Dan Levy hosts The Big Brunch and created it. It's a competition show.
I'm excited for it.
But it is like I love the competition shows that are on HBO. They also do like the Pottery Throwdown, which I really like. They do the Magic Mike show, which I really like. They do a good job, I think, of connecting with the people on it. It's not always just like here's a
Yeah,
fucking reality show. Can we go? That's how many things can we fucking throw at these people? I
yeah,
don't think it's gonna be that. I think it's gonna be like make something you love, and that's always what I've wanted out of a cooking show. It's like hey, you gotta do something fucking wild. Like, no, just do something that's awesome. That's what I
yeah.
want to see. That sounds so much better to me.
And I feel like that's where the show that I was talking about kind of misses, where you don't really get to know or like any of the people. I don't
Mm,
feel any
yeah,
sort of connection with any of them. So when someone gets kicked off, I'm like, okay, I don't care. So I think that it falls short in areas, but it's what I'm interested in right now. But I agree with you. I think HBO does an amazing job to really get you to connect with the
yeah. hmm
contestants.
I think I think maybe we should become the unofficial official podcast of the brunch, the
Yeah,
Big
let's do
Brunch.
it. That sounds right up my
Um,
alley
yeah. Well, my guess is yeah, they usually do this. Looks like there's gonna be 3 episodes
to
the
start it
first
out.
week,
Hmm.
and then 3 more, and then 2 after that.
Okay.
So 8 total. So let's watch that. Let's make sure we watch that before next week.
Okay.
um the Big Brunch and Rudy, but they're different. You'll want to watch the Big Brunch. I feel
Yeah.
like the Big Brunch is a good thing you can just kind of watch,
Yeah.
you know, in an hour. So yeah, the Big Brunch I was excited about. It looks good. I think it should be good. Like I don't really watch any cooking shows anymore. I watch kind of the OG ones, um
Iron
Iron
Chef.
Chef.
Yep.
Yeah, and I never was a big Chopped guy. I don't watch the Bake Off stuff. I just whatever. Um I don't like the
I
competition part
loved
of it that
Cupcake
much.
Wars. That was such a
I
good
did
one.
Cupcake Wars was pretty good. And I thought they did a good job of kind of letting you get to know the people a
Yeah.
little bit. Cupcake Wars was good. I also liked Halloween Wars.
Yeah, it's kind of fallen off a little
I
for me.
I stopped watching after like 2 or 3 seasons. I was like,
Yeah.
I kind of like, I get it. You're making it.
Yep, that's how I felt.
You're making a pumpkin. It's a pumpkin. It's a pumpkin vampire, man. I get it. Uh, what was your other thing? That's
My
sad.
Aaron Carter died, and
Oh,
it was
Carter did die. That
oh,
was
it
sad.
was
I don't
so
know what happened.
sad.
I assumed drugs
Yeah.
were involved. I would imagine.
Yeah. And it's so sad because he definitely had drug issues, and I just saw like before hopping on that they found huffing
Mm,
uh like bottles and stuff and pills but in the bathroom, and like he admitted that he had had that issue, but he said that he didn't anymore and that he wasn't doing that, which I mean,
he might not
I
have.
think it was I think it was pretty obvious to
It's
people that he was doing it because
he
he would do
was.
lives and you could like hear him doing it.
Mm,
um, and he just had a baby, and it's just sad. I know that
I didn't know
Nick,
that part of it.
yeah, and I think it's I feel bad for his brother because he had to pretty much cut him out of his life because he was talking about how he wanted to kill his wife and the baby in his her belly and just crazy stuff because he was obviously mentally ill as well, and I think and
Sure.
Nick was like, I love him so much, but and I was hoping someday we would get to reconcile and he would get the help that he needed, and like he was just heartbroken. And I can imagine like how difficult that can be with dealing with addiction and mental illness and not really having the closure that you would hope for.
Yeah, that is sad.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, like Aaron Carter wasn't like something I was super into or anything, but I don't like to see it happens too often.
Yeah.
Tale as old as time.
And his family life was so rough too, and like he I was at working out today and we were talking about it. The first album that he made, he was 9 years old.
Oh
So
wow!
he was just a baby in the industry, and it just.
When he had forgot about Shaq.
No, it was when he sang I
I
Want
forgot about Shaq.
Candy.
Oh, I thought that was the same record.
Maybe it
That and How I
was.
Beat Shaq. That and
Aaron's
How I Beat Shaq weren't
Party.
the same record.
Aaron's Party.
Yeah, I think that was the same record.
Yeah, well, he was 9 years
He was
old.
only 9 years old,
Mm-hmm.
so we were young.
Yeah.
Because he was like 35, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I thought he was much younger than us. I thought he was like 10 years younger than us.
No.
That's crazy.
I know.
I thought he was just a little kid when we were like adults almost. That's wild. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's sad. That is sad.
It is.
Let's move on from it.
Yeah, let's move on from it. R.I.P.
Let's move on from it. Rest in peace, Aaron Carter. Someone else died this week. I don't remember who, so never mind. Helpful. I'm not going to look it up either because it's not. I mean, it's important, but we're not here to mourn everybody that dies.
To read the old bitches.
The old bitches. You say the old bitches?
No, the old bitches.
I like that though. The old bitches. It's like, man, the old bitches, man, they fucking suck because they do.
Yeah.
Obituaries suck. Well,
Yeah.
the old bitches.
How about those
The
people
old,
that
'cause
literally
it is a bitch.
just like.
It is a bitch.
How about the people that read obituaries just to like get off on it? Or like they're not get off, but like they like to be nosy about shit
Right.
and see like the young people that died.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's super weird. Oh wow.
Did you look up who
I
died?
Yeah, because I wanted to remember what it was.
Was it the?
Trying to decide if this is in order. That landline's gotta go.
I normally.
Gotta go. Oh, I will say one that hit me earlier this month.
Yeah.
Was Angela Lansbury.
I know.
I was such a bummer.
I know.
And Coolio, obviously.
Oh yeah, that was
A couple
sad.
this year that were tough,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not seeing the one I was
Oh,
thinking.
Leslie Jordan, the little guy from Will and Grace. That was a tough one. He was like.
Yeah, Miranda sent me that. I didn't remember. He was familiar to me, but I didn't really know.
Well, I
didn't watch
started following him during COVID because he was just such a bright light doing TikTok and Instagram stuff, being so cute and kind and nice and just adorable. And I think a lot of people connected with him and his just like,
sure,
just the bright light that he was.
I'm just seeing some of the other deaths. And there were some weird ones.
Like what?
The Anne Heche thing is super weird.
I know. Another sad.
Sad, but also weird. Like, weird conspiracy theories about it and shit.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah. Like, where she wasn't, like, dead on the scene. Like, there's video of her, like doing, like, on the, like, moving around. I don't know. It's super weird. It's super weird.
That is weird.
I mean, I don't think the circumstances are necessarily weird, but like it looked weird. But like people are trying to make it because she had I don't know. She had a thing coming out.
Yeah.
About pedophilia or rings or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. So people are like, obviously, you know how the internet is,
yeah.
instantly tying it to that. We're not really. I don't want to get into that stuff because I hate it.
Yeah.
But real or not. But yeah, that's what started being like. That was the thing about. You were like, oh yeah, she had, and it is kind of weird. That's what she had coming out.
Yeah,
yeah, she had something she like produced. It was coming out, and she was in it. And it was about like, almost like uncovering a Epstein Island sort of thing.
Yikes.
Yeah, Crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe it's something she learned when she was dating Ellen. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, so what was I going to move on to? I forgot. I got distracted by stuff I said I wasn't going to distracted by. Oh, one other thing that was coming out was this. You made me think of it, talking about his life and like him being young, and like there's this new show coming on HBO made by the like people that created Euphoria, and it's just another show that looks like it's trying so fucking hard to be like controversial.
Sure.
It's called
and it's on HBO.
Yeah. It's called. Fuck is it called? HBO new show. It's called The Idol, and it's basically like a Britney Spears type, and it's like, and they're like a sex symbol, and The Weeknd's in it, and The Weeknd's their love interest. Like it looks like it's like out of control.
Oh God!
And I'm just like, it's almost like it looks almost like Euphoria meets like, I don't know, Entourage or something like that. I think it looks terrible. I mean, you know how we feel about Euphoria, people. We fucking hate it.
Even though you
hate it. I've seen every episode.
Yeah, I just stopped.
Oh, I'll hate watch anything.
I hated it too much.
If I hate it enough, I'll watch it. It's better for me to hate something than just to think it's lame and boring, you know.
I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, just watch the trailer. You will not be interested. I promise you will not be interested.
The Idol, you said?
But then The Idol. And then there was also a trailer for the new season of Succession. So I'm super excited about that. But White Lotus started season 2.
It started?
Season 2 of White Lotus. You guys are looking for a show that's fun.
Did you start it?
Yeah. Okay. It's 2 episodes in.
Oh, shit.
White Lotus.
I got to get on that because I love
2 episodes deep as of last night. Guys, if you ever watched White Lotus, the first season's really fun. Mike White made it. If you don't know Mike White, you might know him best as
Mr. Schneebly.
Mr. Schneebly, the actual, like not
Dewey Finn,
not Dewey Finn playing Schneebly, but Mr. Schneeb, the real Mr. Schneebly. Mm-hmm. But he also directed some movies that you might know. Let me pull up so I don't forget any of the good ones. Mike White, filmography, films. I don't want his acting credits. He writes a lot of stuff too. He wrote like Despicable Me 4, Pitch Perfect 3. He wrote School of Rock. Nacho Libre he wrote. What else did he write? The Emoji Movie. So that's Mike White for you. But White Lotus is nothing like any of that. It's just excellent.
So good.
If you don't know what it is, it's a show about this like 5-star resort. And now it's the second season's at a different resort. Different people. It's like the first one doesn't matter even. I mean, there is one crossover character, but I won't say who. So White Lotus, Tara, definitely catch up on it. Maybe we can talk about that a little bit. But so far, the first season was so good. It made me so. The first season really touched on I thought the interaction of guests to staff. Where this season is not it's a lot more guest interaction with each other, not as much staff interaction. In fact, a lot less, which actually has been less exciting to me.
Yeah.
Because I liked that part of it. The bad behavior was so, like, as someone who worked in a hotel at a front desk
during the time
for 5 years. No, I was done by the time it came out.
Oh, okay.
But for 5 years I did it, and I worked also as a tour guide for 5 years. So, you know, very familiar, and it was like so realistic and strange. Mm-hmm. But the new season's a little different, but it's also good. Everyone in it's really good so far. Aubrey Plaza's been really good in it. I always think I'm not an Aubrey Plaza fan, in comedy, sometimes I think her like deadpan. I don't love a deadpan that she does that much, but she's actually a really good actress. Like her as this, like just playing a person, like just some woman that has a husband, is like a lawyer. She's doing a good job. I really like it. Like I'm seeing I think her acting chops are high level, I guess is my point. I don't know. She might even be my favorite part of it so far.
Oh, I'm
possibly
excited to watch it.
Like as far as who's doing a really great job acting, I think she might be doing the best job thus far.
I look forward to
White
it.
White Lotus. Tara, do you got any? Do we have a list of anything we want to do? Were we touched by anything? We got a 3+er. We haven't done any 3+s in a minute.
No, but I
have top 3.
I have a. Would you rather?
Oh shit! What do you got?
Would you rather get caught peeing in a pool or get caught eating food out of a garbage can at like a party?
Peeing in a pool. Peeing in a pool.
Peeing in a pool.
Fuck yeah!
Like where?
Are you kidding me? That's not even hard. Would you rather suck? Would you rather get caught peeing in a pool or have someone see you as a big boy, as an obese boy? Would you rather see people see you eat out of the fucking garbage, you little fat pig? Are you kidding me? Hey, I just pissed. Everyone basically goes, I pee in the pool. Everyone pees in the goddamn pool. Like, yeah, I just pissed. Deal with it. Am I peeing into the pool?
No, you're in the pool. And
or am I peeing while I'm in it?
You're in the pool and there's actually like, the old wives' tale of where when you pee, it shows up. That's what actually ends up happening. It's real.
Man, I don't know. That I will say that's worse.
Yeah.
Because it just would look like, oh shit. I'd be trying to hide it. But if like I just pee and someone's like, are you pissed? I'm like, yeah, don't we all pee in the pool? Being able to see it makes it less good, but still, I'd rather have that than have someone see me eat like a fucking half-eaten crab leg out of a fucking garbage bin. Like, what are we talking about?
I think it's a good question.
Everyone pee. Tara, it's like impossible not to pee when you're in water. It like makes you pee. Everyone. Think about how many times you've peed in a pool, in the river, in the ocean, in the tub, in the shower.
Dad claims he's never peed in the shower.
What the fuck, Dad?
He says he'll get out to go pee if he has to pee.
I almost wait to get in the shower because it's funny. I'm almost like, make a game of it. Like, what can I piss on and then clean up?
No.
I'm not saying I don't. I'm not saying it's never happened. Dad's never peed. Dad. People are wild. It's not like I like try to pee in the drain.
I mean, there's been times that I peed, but it's not a regular occurrence, and it's not something I try to do.
I can't pretend I didn't poop in a tub once.
Lord.
Not while taking a shower or a bath, but shower maybe. I don't know. I don't remember it, but I can't. For sure. Tara, that's a bad would you rather.
Well, I thought it was good.
It was rough.
Okay, let's see.
Man. You got another one?
Would you rather burn the top of your mouth every time you ate something, or
I do anyway. I can't wait.
Have a little poop come out every time you fart?
Tara, these are things that happen to me daily. What are you talking about? Would you rather live your life as it is or rather live your life as it is? Are you kidding me? Anything I eat, I guess, like even if it's cold, it does it. It burns the roof of my mouth.
Yeah.
I guess I'd rather just poop a little every time I fart because I think I do. I think it's natural. I think that really is what happens anyway. What? These suck.
You need to get your asshole checked if you're pooping every time you fart.
I just fart a lot. Okay. Listen, it's probably a little. I think technically a little poop has to come out when you fart. I think that's the whole thing. Like, is it enough where like
it's like a squirt of poop?
like it's a problem?
Yeah.
I would just have to wear a pad or something. I mean, I would rather probably burn the roof of my mouth. Like, how bad is it? Like bad?
It's like whenever you if you were eating pizza and you burn your mouth, and how much
I do.
And
then I made bacon wrap dates yesterday. I burned my mouth like 4 times on them.
But then you have like that little skin that like
that happens every time in this scenario. Yes. I'd rather have this shit.
Okay.
That hurts. You got any other ones?
No, those are just.
These aren't bad. They're weird. They're weird, and I don't know if they connect much, but they're weird. You want me to come up with them real quick on the
Real
spot?
quick, because I got to get rolling.
Where do you got to go?
I got to go to Sephora with Mom. It's my last day of 20% off.
Time's it close?
7.
Get me something.
At Sephora?
Is there anything there that I use?
No.
I don't know. You know how it is. Do they have sparkly beard spray?
No.
Damn.
They would.
I signed up to get a deal from them once. The company that does that, because
Yeah.
the one you had is awesome.
Yeah.
The only place you can get it is basically on their
Yeah.
website. I signed up to get a discount. Now I get text messages from them like twice a week.
Did you get it then?
No,
Oh.
I didn't, and I never ordered it.
That's
I'm
funny.
like, I don't need that, but I do need it. Is the thing. I do need it.
I think I
Like,
still
when I didn't
have
have
it
it
so
for
I can give
Halloween.
it back to you.
Do you ever use it?
It doesn't show up in my hair very good.
It shows up in my beard. Awesome. So bring it back.
Okay.
As does my gray hair that's coming in like fucking. Tara, I don't know if you can see
I
this.
can't.
I am like, look at that.
I'll have to see it when you're home because
Tara,
I can't
that's
see
gray.
it.
That's great.
Getting old?
Getting M. Tara, would you rather
Oh, God.
have to, every time you shower, wash your butt whole, like on camera? Like, there's if people, Tara's washing her butt right now. They can sign in and watch a live cam of you clean just the butthole part, nothing else. Would you rather watch your butthole on camera and everyone knows it's you, but it's just they see your butthole and then it's a side by side screen. One side is like your face and the face you're making, whatever face you're making. The other side is just the butthole. Would you rather that?
Okay.
Or every time you fall asleep for 1 second, like my butthole pops into your brain perfectly.
Oh.
Like a perfect visual of it. Every time for 1 second, every night before you fall asleep, my butthole goes bloop.
And I know it's your butthole.
Just one Mississippi. Yes. Yeah. It's like projected in somehow. It's science, Tara. It's the future. So my beehole, or the whole world gets to see your beehole every time you wash it. You choose.
Do I get paid for my beehole?
No. Oh. It's like it's your punishment for being a C word.
I'm not a C word.
You did something bad. I don't know what, but you get to choose. That's what it is. You have to choose. Your punishment is why it's good. Either the world should see your beehole. Everyone tunes into it every day. It's like the Truman Show. It's like everyone tunes in. Everyone tunes in, Tara. Everyone. For the rest of your life. Or
so dumb.
Okay, let me for the rest of your life, everyone tunes. It's a punishment. I don't know what you did. You did something. So it's your face, whoop, whatever you're doing in the and then just your butthole, and you clean it. And for as long as you're cleaning it, it's broadcast live to everybody. The same way it's just broadcast. So they're like the way my butthole's broadcast for 1 second every time you fall asleep.
I am gonna choose.
It's the future. I don't know how it works.
Okay, I'm gonna choose that my butthole gets broadcasted.
Wow, Tara.
Because I feel
everybody's brain.
Yeah,
everybody's
but
brain.
I feel like
my brain, Trin's brain, mom's brain, dad's brain, grandma's brain, homeless dude down the street's brain.
Oh shit! I didn't think. Or
just mine for 1 beep of a second every day. It's not even a second. It's like a whoop. There it is.
That's the one I choose now.
It burns in like it's you. You know it.
I changed my mind. It's your butthole.
It's a fart too. It's a little fart.
No, you can't add shit.
Well, I'm farting at all times.
I know.
In real life.
Yeah.
Okay, so you choose to see your brother's butthole.
Yes, because then
rather than everyone see yours at all, like every day when you
exactly, because that's every single day. And what if they don't get something that day, and then they're like, "Tara didn't wash her ass today. She's disgusting."
Yes, everyone knows if you washed your ass.
Yeah, or they'll like judge.
Not wiping your ass. Not when you wipe.
No,
that's gross.
Washing.
When you clean it, when you wash it, and however you wash it. Yeah, everyone would know the days you don't wash it.
Yeah, and they were like,
"Whew, I didn't think about that part of it." That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. See, that's how you do a would you rather.
Okay. I like mine.
They gotta have like some sort of like, they gotta correlate somehow, you know?
Yeah.
Cool.
Grievance?
Yeah, give me your grievance. Mine's I already getting mine. It's winter. Fuck it. Daylight savings. It's dark.
I got
At
2,
5
and I'll
o'clock.
do them real quick.
I want to die. I want to die right now.
Here's my 2.
Let's hear it.
1. I got this new sweatshirt from the Finish Line, and it is a black hoodie, but it's like extra long. And it's obnoxious, yes. But every time I wear it, Dad can't control himself and he laughs in my face because he thinks I look like Danny DeVito in it. He says like, and it's like the troll vibes is what he's talking about from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And he just laughs like he can't control himself, and it's rude. And it was an expensive sweatshirt, and I get it, but I'm also irritated by it.
So your grievance is Dad's mean?
Yeah, and doesn't like my fashion.
Well.
And then my second grievance is Mom and I were shoveling, we used to shovel and a rake to pick up all the leaves in their yard. Mom and Dad literally have one tree in the front yard that sheds leaves. All of the leaves in our backyard are from our neighbors' trees, yet we have to clean them up. And it has taken forever.
Yeah,
It's
bullshit.
ridiculous.
They have giant ass trees everywhere.
And they fall into our yard and they don't clean them up.
No, it's kind of rude.
And they just like see us like raking our entire yard. And I'm like,
for the tiny.
I was walking around. I'm like, where are these leaves coming from? This is ridiculous. We don't have any trees back here.
Oh, in the backyard,
yes,
there's zero trees.
There's zero trees that have leaves that fall off.
Well, there's a ton in their yard.
Yes, and
because they all blow off of the neighbors' trees.
Yeah,
all of the neighbors.
Every single neighbor we have trees right on our line.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit.
That's a good grievance.
Yeah, and then
clean up your own leaves.
Yeah.
Maybe when Dad, you know what Dad should do this winter is when he snow blows, blow it on their shit.
Yeah. See how they like it.
See how they like it. Blow it on their shit.
Yeah. That's my grievance.
Yeah, you got to clean your own.
I know. It's fine. I get it too.
It is annoying.
But it was annoying just because they don't, like, literally one of our neighbors, their tree is goes over onto completely. Our, yeah. So
like it's like Mom and Dad have a tree.
Exactly.
Back there that's how crazy it is.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So yeah.
Like I don't hate the way it looks, but
no,
it is a pain in the ass. It's actually nice to have it there.
It is.
So I wish it was up a little further and block that stupid light they have.
No shit.
That like is on all the time and super bright.
Yeah.
MELLONfights@gmail.com. MELLONfights@gmail.com. Let us know if you got a would you rather.
Mm-hmm.
If it includes buttholes,
we love
that's preferred.
We love a butthole.
Preferred. We might be America's #1 butthole podcast.
Yeah.
Sibling butthole podcast.
I think so.
Butthole sibling podcast. Both, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a listen. Tell people about it. I know you're not. You know how I know? Because I know how many listens we had this last week.
We were down.
And it starts with a 1, it ends with a 5, and that's not 1,005.
Not 1,000,005.
It's not 105. It's not 1.5. But that's actually what it's closest to. Is 1.5. Just throw it out there. Melon Fights. If you want to make some money, throw some money down on our underdog picks of the week.
Yeah, maybe
make it. It's a better bet than putting it down for that $1.9 billion jackpot. Tara, I won't even know what to do with that. I'd be so afraid to turn that ticket in.
Me too.
If I won that, I'd be like, what do I do?
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably let it expire.
No.
It's the type of dipshit I am. Yes, I would.
You would.
Yes, I would.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok, MELLONfights. Instagram, Andyland Entertainment. Pizza draft. We didn't do a pizza draft this week. We got to do a pizza draft this week. Also on TikTok. All right, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday, Tara. I'll see you tomorrow, actually.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Melon fights.